Hey everybody, how's it going? There we go. C-Banks, holy smokes, so nice to have you visiting. Professor Zaggle, how are you doing? Let me get rid of my starting soon ticker. Oh, oops. Oh boy, okay, let's get rid of that one. There we go. And you don't need to see my Slack. What the crap. That's the problem with not... That's why I prefer to use like the second PC on my monitor to stream from. Pick, I am going to make something amazing. Are you ready for this? Facecam. I do have a facecam. Should I turn off the facecam? I have not cracked open Maya for a while. Starting soon that you didn't use. Yeah, that was an old starting soon. I need to, I've been trying to, you know, use some proper stuff. One moment, everybody. Starting soon, they didn't use very old. No, this was my starting soon. Let's see. Nope, that's the text. This one, Checkpoint Professor. That's when I'm playing Mario. Need to put a little Mario up there. We are going to be modeling the Among Us character. I need more light on my face, I think. Sorry about my screen. I've got screen issues. Okay, so if I were to, what was I doing? I was doing something important. Here we go. Okay, here we go. We're gonna do this. C-Banks, you still around? Just sending out a few. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna do this. So I'm gonna grab a fresh Google's thing. So what I'm gonna do tonight, because I need to crack open Maya to keep my 3D modeling juices alive and well. So we're gonna model, says I have 0 viewers. What a bummer. Too bad nobody's watching. Okay, we're going to model the Among Us. I've never played it. Among Us character. So I'm gonna look at the images. We're gonna find, I'm spelling Among Us wrong too. Among Us. We need to get the character. What do the characters look like? Is this what they look like in the game? Are they this simple? Are they this boring? Oh my goodness, this is terrible. Okay, I want to see. I need an Among Us screenshot. That's it? That's what they look like. They are that boring. So they don't have any arms, is that correct? They don't have any arms. Okay. So then let's find us the character. There's a nice piece of art somebody drew. That is a weird one. That fan art. Among Us concept art. Do they all look the same, or are there some like different shapes in the game? Inquiring minds want to know how to draw an Among Us character. Okay, what choice? What other choices do I have? I kind of just wanted to use this Danizu. Danizu. Game character. Let's click on the character. Nobody's commenting, so this must be it. This must be as good as the characters get. Here's one right here. I like this one. I like this drawing. Okay, we're gonna grab this one. Guess we'll just save the image. Looks like it's a PNG. Checkpoint Professor. Okay, we'll just save some Among Us characters in a folder here. Call this Among Us 1. Yep, that's what they look like. Just model a Teletubby. Pretty much. It's pretty much a Teletubby. It'd be fun to do one with an egg on its head. Early Among Us characters. Early Among Us characters? That looks just like the characters. Is this the actual art? Maybe I'll copy this one too. Oops, save image. So what we'll do. I like this one because it says Among Us on it. And it's the exact same image. It's a different color. Okay. Let's do this. I guess this is all we need. This is all we need. Do they have any side views? I'm gonna check on orthographic. Orthographic. Wow. There's a what is this? Among Us drawing. Is there a side view? They all are 3/4 view, I think, just from the image you see in the game. It looks like they only show kind of a 3/4 view every time. Okay, so that's as good as we're gonna get. That's as good as we're gonna get. C Bank says it's a bean. Checkpoint Wife says I need candy. What kind of candy do you need? Okay, I'll be right back. I've got to get Checkpoint Wife some candy. She wants some Laffy Taffy. So that's what I do. I get Laffy Taffy. C Banks, we're gonna do this. Are you excited to watch an art stream? I'm doing something difficult tonight. I think I'm gonna do the full-on high poly to low poly. I want to stay pretty true to the character, but actually, maybe what we'll do is maybe this will be a multi-night process where we do a different version. We do one that's just the straight, direct one-to-one copy. Then maybe I do one with actual buttons and seams in the clothing, some ventilation on the back. We'll see. It's going to be fun. Hang on.
Meet AirServe Heating and Air Conditioning. AirServe is available anytime for your heating and cooling needs. Plus, right now at AirServe, you'll get a pretty hot deal. A free full home air purifier with purchase of a heating and cooling system. Click now and save.
Has it been a while since your last paycheck? Has a layoff or furlough caused uncertainty for your future? Whether your benefits are drying up or your industry is at a standstill, it's time to stop waiting and start looking. To put yourself out there. To rise to the occasion and try something new. To reinvent yourself and find your path to something different. Find the hottest jobs available at jobs.utah.gov.
You ever meet a guy who answers his own questions? I have. It's really helpful when he knows what he's talking about. For example, you know what comes with winter? Cold air. You know what keeps you warm when it's cold? Warm air. You know who is the warm air expert? AirServe. You know who gives you anytime service, upfront pricing, and a 1-year no-fail guarantee? AirServe. Kind of seems like
Well done, Checkpoint Wife.
questions, right? It does.
I have a feeling this is going to be a pretty chill string. Okay, so let's see. I haven't... Oh, crap. Criminy. What did I just do? I did not mean to do that. Okay, so let's... Oh, now it does. I know, I fixed it. Okay, here we go. First thing, I need to remember how to use Maya. I could use that I've been using Blender lately as an excuse, but I haven't even been doing that very much. Okay, so I'm going to save my file under Checkpoint Professor, Among Us character. And I like Maya ASCII. Don't ask me why. Checkpoint Wife is a super fan. Okay, we're gonna call this file name Among Us character. And this is version 001. I'm expecting there to be hundreds of versions. And we're gonna save that. Okay, so now we're saved. We're gonna open up that image plane. Let's grab that fine piece of art. Here we go. We're gonna use this one. Boom. Let's plop this into position. And it's a 3/4 view, so this is the best it's gonna get. So I'm gonna have to guess. I'm gonna have to guess the size and shape of this. So, and you know what? I like that this is so simple, but we're gonna have to figure out, that's a backpack on his back, right? The Lost Level, how are you doing, my friend? Gosh darn. It certainly is the Checkpoint Professor. Yeah, it's been a while. I haven't caught you for a while either. How have things been doing? Mostly, everybody, let's give a shout out to the Lost Level. Now, I have to give him a shout out, and the reason being is he is another fellow dad streamer. And an amazing Mario Maker player. Lost Level, I've been playing in the mornings pretty frequently. Haven't been doing as many night streams. I tried a couple weeks of nighttime Mario Maker, but I'm doing my Mario Maker streams in the mornings. Trying to do more things like this. Okay, let's mess around with the shapes. I've actually seen some versions of this character online where they've started with a sphere. I'm going to share with you why I don't like that. But I think we're actually going to do this character as a sub D model. But people will start with like a sphere. 13 is not a lucky number for subdivision levels. So they'll start with a sphere like this. Right? The problem is, what I don't like about the sphere is all the poles up on the head. You get like a nice rounded shape, sure. That's a given, but these poles up here, I don't like it. But let's see, if we were to use the sphere just for funsies, let's take a look at what that might look like. Got the Teletubby shape. Oh, homeschooling with the girls? How many girls do you have? Is it 2? Yeah, I hear you, man. It has been something else with kids, for sure. Teletubbies! Gotta catch 'em all. Got it. Teletubby. Okay, and then I'm going to distribute these out a little bit. I'm actually going to delete this. I just wanted to see what it would look like with a sphere. Starting with a sphere. Because I'm weird like that. Right, so that's the basic shape. Oh, but it looks terrible. It looks terrible because they kind of have an A shape. This is why I don't like working with this much geometry to start with either. So that's kind of the Teletubby egg shape. So ideally that could be the shape. Mesh display, I'm going to soften up these edges. Boop. I've got 4 little ones, my friend. Four little ones. And they keep me busy. Alright, so there is the body. Just playing around here. Let's build out some legs. And we're going to start with some... I'm just going to do a block out. What should an Among Us character look like? That is the question. I mean, something like that, really. Do the top of the legs taper in? I mean, I kind of like that better. Actually, I kind of like this kind of scaled in just slightly. Right? I mean, that's a start. No, you're good, my friend. You are good. Okay, mesh display, mesh tools. I'm going to soften those edges as well. All right. Bonus Jonas. Okay, let's let's just swing this guy around here. Boom, boom. Okay, so he's got 2 legs. Now the backpack, like you do. Now the backpack size. The backpack's weird because it goes down below the butt. So technically, I mean, it should be seen right here as well. So it's hanging down below it's hanging down below his rear end. How does that work? I mean, what is that all about? So I'm assuming it kind of fills up most of his back. Am I right in assuming that? I don't know. So yeah, they've got it coming down like right there. Isn't that bizarre? So it's a little bit bigger. Probably about yay height. And it's wide. It's very wide. Just going off of the 2D image. All I have to go off is the 2D. Center that out. So that's about what we're looking at. And then the tapers in a little bit, like so. So we're gonna have to figure out how this thing really sticks on. So this one, you can see it underneath the, for lack of a better word, the crotch. That is, holy smokes, that is pretty much it. Okay, now we have the goggles, which, yeah, we gotta decide what we're gonna do. Really, if I want to be cheap. So they've got the perspective change in the image. And it's kind of rounded, which is cool. Like we can play with that. We can play with the rounded shape a little bit. Essentially, this is kind of what he looks like, though. Pretty boring. I'm gonna smooth this thing out. Like you do. Because what else are you gonna do? Okay, now. Oops. Oops. Dang it, where'd you go? Where? Oh no, I lost it. Oh, I lost it. What the heck did I do? Can I get you back? I did something. I think I accidentally hit it. I don't want to rebuild that. It sounds like work. Well, that's what I made invisible somehow. What did you do? What did I turn it into? Oh my goodness. All right. Well, obviously I destroyed it somehow. So the other thing, that the side, the hips goes pretty straight down. I kind of feel like not changing it. I don't like this. I don't like the pole up top. All right. So you know what? I'm going to group this. I'm going to save this as a first pass. And I'm going to put that in its own layer. I'm going to hide it for a minute. Okay, and then we're going to start over again. We're going to start over again. This time we're going to start with we're going to box model it. Because I like the topology that I get from a box model. I'm going to keep this thing symmetrical. Okay, so here's the top of his body, which kind of has that shape. And then I like to think he's kind of this A shape, so that's kind of perfect. So I kind of like that. A little bit more narrow from the side, I imagine. Could be wrong. I'm going to kind of stick with, agree with Zagal that says he should look like a Teletubby. I'm with that. I'm going to add one edge ring here. Actually, I'm not going to add an edge ring. Actually, I am, because I can't decide. Oh, okay. Well, that's what I did. Oh, it was still there, I think. I'm gonna hit 3. So that's the problem. Apparently, something is wrong and I can't use subdivide proxy. That is lame. Wow, oh, something's wrong. So I was having issues with my graphics card earlier. And that's the problem. If I try to go into sub D mode, it doesn't work. That is miserable. That makes things unusable for me. Weird. So 1, 2, and 3 will not work. That makes me super sad. So that's a rendering issue. I recently had an issue with my graphics card. What a bummer. So how do I use the... Will that do it? Nope. Nope, it's still broken. This is a bummer. It's not the end of the world though. Yeah, this is what I'm afraid of. So C Banks, hey, how's it going, my friend? You know what? I'm running a... You don't want to know what I'm running. I am running... I'm really using my least powerful PC with the biggest issues, but it had my educational version of Maya on it. So I'm gonna have to switch. I think I'm gonna have to switch to a different PC to do this. Do these streams in the future if I do. But this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to switch to... This is the basic shape I wanted to go with. Anyway, this is a better rendition. I just really wish I could do a smooth proxy to see what I was working on. C Banks is chilling at the Dover Downs in Delaware at the Casino Hotel. That sounds wild. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to use a cube for the leg as well. I'm a sad panda right now, though. This is not fair. Alright, little Teletubby. How do you look from the side? You look fine. You look acceptable. C-Banks did some winning and does not want to give it back to him. I hear you. Really, I should just use, you know, and I am just going to use, I'm not going to use this. Here we go. So I think if I come back to this tomorrow, I'm going to be using my other PC. I'm going to have to get this installed. I didn't mean to move that. So C-Banks, do you do any game modeling or creation? Just out of curiosity. There's no right answer. Okay, so he needs that full-on crotch. I'm just gonna subdivide this once more. Probably a bad idea. There we go. Oh no, I didn't mean to add division. I meant to smooth it. Smooth, boom. Too smoothed, perhaps, but I needed this spot. This is what I wanted. Dun, 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 dun. You draw in Photoshop and do animate? That's cool. This is just like drawing, but in 3D. It's all the same thing. Okay, so let's do this. I think this will work. I think we can make this work. So what I'm gonna do, this might mess it all up. Might make things wonky. I don't care. We'll smooth it out in post-production. That'll work. We're just doing this quick and dirty today. What did I do to you? Why do you have multiple faces? What's going on? What happened? Did I get an extrusion going on? Not cool. Okay, we'll fix it. We will fix it. That's not cool either. Oh, I didn't mean to cut that one off. Okay, this one needed to be back on. It's time to append a polygon here. Boom, boom. I'll add this one back on. There we go. Okay, that's what we wanted. That's what we wanted. Okay, this one. Slide it right there. Boom. 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 Okay. It's a little bit unorthodox, this method, but I promise it will get the job done somehow. Maybe later this week I'm going to try to do the same thing in Blender. But this is his leg. I'm just going to Frankenstein it right on. We're just going to attach it. this piece right here. I'm just gonna stick it about right there. Boom. Okay. Now let's get our knife out and we'll cut some polygons. Boom, ba-doom. Oops. Here we go. Cut, 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 cut. And you don't need to be cut. You need to be cut.
Now that McDonald's makes bakery sweets, you might be asking yourself, should I get a delicious glazed apple fritter today? And if you weren't
CBank says, I don't know what the terms to be able to do any of this stuff like. I don't know what I would want to do, but I wouldn't even know where to begin.
Being home for the holidays.
Well, so these are just, so CBanks, these are called polygons. And they are, in essence, that's what every single video game in 3D, what the characters are made of, a whole bunch of these polygons. So to give you a little education here, this is a face. If you select the entire face of a polygon, you can move that around. If you want to move around it by points, those are called vertices. So each corner of a polygon has a dot on it, which is a vertice. So you can grab that dot, move that around. And then each polygon is also made up of edges. So you can move an edge around. So it's edge, vertices, and then the polygon itself is called a face. And really, that is 90% of what you need to know. So once you've created one polygon, you can keep adding to it, building on it, cutting it up, and doing whatever you want. So like, for example, like on these legs, I just moved the vertices against this cylinder polygon. And now I'm just going to cut those triangles off, those pieces of the polygon that I cut. And I'm just going to select those, and I'm going to hit delete and just get rid of them. Go into face mode. So now they're toast, right? Now the vertices on these leg pieces that I had, and I'm not sure how happy I am with this, but we're going to start with it. Some of these triangles I'm going to have to fix because you don't want any triangles, but I'll fix those later. So I'm going to grab these, the tops of this leg piece, and I'm going to select those vertices. If I hold down V, it'll allow me to snap it to other vertices. And this is the nuts and bolts of 3D modeling. There's a lot of like really tricky ways I could be doing the same thing. I'm trying to keep things just as simple as possible. My end goal is to kind of create like some simple tutorials for beginners for how to model. Now I can take both of these pieces. I'm going to go to Mesh, Combine, I need to select both of them, and turn this into one single object. Mesh, Combine, boom. Now it's just one object. And I need to weld those vertices together though, so I'm going to merge those. Now it's just one single mesh. So if I go to Mesh Tools, I'm going to smooth Mesh Display. I'm going to smooth it. This was really painful for me though, because I need to be able to see what it looks like really smooth, and it's not letting me. I might try and see if I can make a subdivision proxy. I'm going to soften the edge, but that's what he's kind of looking like now. But it's only half of him because it's always easier to model half of the character. So I'm going to duplicate him and create an instance that I can see how he looks in his entirety. So I'm going to scale him across X at -1. And now there's the entire character that I can edit and adjust. So CBanks just asked, like, could you use this and then a slicer program to also make a 3D print of this? Yes, you could. Breakstar, also Kaori, thanks for stopping by. This program is called Maya. Autodesk Maya. I think it's Autodesk. I don't know who owns it now. I think Autodesk. But it's Autodesk, and yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing this week in Blender. Oops. If I double click this edge loop, I can double click the whole ring. So I'm going to make the bottoms of his feet now. I can't even speak. Extrude that in. Round these corners out. One more. There's the bottom of his feet. So we want these to be rounded, right? So I'm gonna add another edge loop here. Puff them out just slightly. I kind of like that look. And oh, you're gonna crash. Oh no, you didn't. Thank goodness. Thought it was gonna crash on me. So I think this week I might do a few of these characters to really get to know this game that I don't play. You have Autodesk, but you don't think it's called Maya. Yeah, so Autodesk also owns 3D Studio Max. They own like most of the architectural software. I can't remember what it's called right now. Breakstar, also Kaori, says only Blender. You only know Blender? You mean Blender? Yeah. Blender's the free one. And it would probably function better than this. This is... I am not happy. Yeah, 3D Max. Same stuff. It all does the same stuff. Also, we need to play Among Us. That's what I hear. I have yet to play Among Us. There's a fungus among us. Okay. So I could just like take the front of his face and just like do something like that to create his visor. Meh. That seems kind of lame. Might use that as a starting point though. What? Okay, hold on. Let's fix this. Okay, here is the visor. Start of it anyway. How would you round them out? Is there a quick command? The lost level, I'm a terrible liar too, but I still enjoy playing it. To round them out, so there's a couple ways I could do that. The way I was going to do it is just something like this to start. But I'm going to delete half of it as well. Actually, we'll do this. So I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to use this as a starting point. And duplicate special just like I did before. I should talk through this a lot more, but I'm not. Because I'm just not. Okay, and we'll just round these out by hand. And then I can bevel the edges, and I'll show you that in just a second. I kind of like the by hand stuff because it makes it look less perfect. And the drawing is 2D, so it is pretty imperfect. See, now if I want to round this part out, I could do something like, I'll show you. First of all, I don't know if I like this. I don't like how far this part comes out. I actually think it looks a little poopy. So let's see what we can do. See what we can do to repair that. At least make it come in a little bit. That's actually better. It's less weird. Okay, so now I'm gonna merge these again. Combine, weld the edges. Okay, so then I'm gonna round out these. So I can select the entire border edge. We'll see if this works. Sometimes bevels have an issue, but we're just gonna bevel the edge. There we go. And now we can adjust how thick that bevel is, and we can add a segment to it as well. Come on, add a segment, bro. There we go. Boop, boop, boop. 2, 3, there. So that rounds it all out, at least a little bit. Round it out a little bit more. Gives it a start, you know. It's tessellated though. I'm not a fan of that. So this is gonna hork it. Enjoy this, but I'm gonna smooth it once more. First, I'm gonna move this well within the head, and we're gonna smooth it out. Mesh. Since I can't use my subdivision proxy, I'm just gonna create a super high poly version. Da 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 da, and this visor actually should be a lot wider. I think. Is it going to have any ragdoll? I think it should probably have all the ragdoll, right? Just an idea though, but I think it should have all the ragdoll. Okay, you know what? I've been streaming for almost an hour now. So this is going to be my first pass. This is my first night doing this. I think this is going to be a multi-night process. My wife might not approve of that, but if you're going to do something, do it forever, like 3D Mentor. Okay, let's delete the back face, because tomorrow I'm going to have my smooth proxy working so I can actually do a proper model. I'm really upset today. Did I mention I'm really upset? Because I am. There's nothing worse than when your software doesn't do what it's supposed to. Okay, I want to shape this. I want this backpack to kind of be the shape of the character, right? So we're going to just adjust it. It's supposed to be boxy, sure, but we at least want it to kind of be the right shape. And I don't know if that's even big enough. I think it's supposed to go pretty much down to the bottom of the butt. Let's see. And the top probably could come a little bit lower. Boop-doo. Something like that is actually more what it looks like. Okay, so I think I'm going to do the same thing with the bevels. It needs all the ragdoll. Did I mention that? Ragdoll needs to be bountiful. Okay, so let's just let's see. What should we do here? Okay, we could do this the easy way or the hard way. You know what? I'm gonna do this the fast and dirty way. Okay, I'm just gonna add some edge loops here. This will make that section kind of rounded. Up equal distance here. Another one here-ish. This is where my smooth proxy would be like my best friend right now. I had a best friend. Okay. Now let's see what happens when I smooth this. Mesh smooth. Boom. Not good enough. Not good enough. Too boxy. Too boxy. That's what I was afraid of. Oh, now I have to start from scratch. Okay. Let's do this. That's actually closer. That's actually closer to what I want, but not quite. So let's do this. You know what? Forget it. We're going to bevel. We're going to bevel. I didn't want to. Bevels are the cheap thing. But we need to get this thing done. We don't have all day. 0.5, 0.25. Okay, we could probably deal with that maybe. Let's add 2. Okay, let's try 0.4.
Charmin Ultra Strong just cleans better. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
Okay, that'll do. That will do. Throw the backpack back? Like further back on his back? Like that? Should it be up higher? Okay. It's a start. We'll do another one tomorrow. We'll do a better one. Okay, so now let's at least make him look a little bit like the picture. So we can do like a tasty little screenshot. So let's combine him. Like I say, we're going to do a game res version and we're going to do this version. Okay, so there is modify, mesh, soften. Soften those edges. Soften them. Okay. It's a start. It's a start. I'm going to smooth them again. Smooth. Boom. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. This is a little weird, but we'll deal with it. See, I should have fixed some of these. The truth is, this is my fault. These triangles are no bueno. Those are against the law. So I'm going to fix them. I'm going to fix them. That's the last thing I'm going to do. Because I wanted some better creases on those legs. Okay. We got to fix this. We've got to... Okay, we're going to create proper edge loops here. Okay, insert that. Okay. Okay, so I think what we could do... I don't know how well this is going to fix it. Okay, so that's going to create a loop coming through here. Not the best option, but it does fix that triangle. So we've gotten rid of all triangles now. I would love it if I could reroute it all around this edge. It would create a much smoother section. You know what? That's what we're going to do. We're just going to take a minute here. Create a proper edge loop so that this deforms a lot better. Boom, boom. Collapse that edge, delete that one. That is going to have issues now. That's okay. We'll deal with it. We'll deal with it in post-production. This is now a... This is ugly. Okay, this is now a... This is what I get for trying to fix stuff here at the end. Okay, now we have another triangle. So we've not fixed our problem. But we will. We will fix it. Okay, this loop we want to come... We want this guy to come around here. And then we want to do this one like this. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. So this was that same triangle situation that we can clean up here. That is now a triangle quad. Okay. Clean that up a little bit. And then probably going to do something funky. That. Just going to keep it quick. Now we have a triangle here. Gabe, what are you doing? Checkpoint Professor is messing this up. This is a situation where I should have left good enough alone. But I didn't. That looks okay. That triangle's no bueno. Here. Jank. Technically that fixes it, but it creates its own set of problems here that we'll have to smooth out. This is why we do practice runs. Oh, watch this. Yes, this is going to be a disaster. Boom. Yes. Actually. Okay, I'm not going to lie. I kind of like this approach. Okay. There we go. And we can live with some of this. We can live with some of this. Okay, so that creates that nice loop under there. We do have a triangle situation here and here that we are just going to live with. We're just going to live with it. We're going to see if we can make it. If I had my smooth proxy on, we could try and make it go away, but we don't, so that's it. Okay. Could be ugly. We're gonna find out. But it's our ugly. It's our good friend ugly. Here we go. Oh yeah. Well, it's a little bit better. Some issues here. Okay, it has some. Not cool. Not cool. Fix this. Okay, there we go. That's probably why we were having the issues earlier. Okay, yeah, buddy. There we go. Got some nice creases going underneath him. A little bit weird. I'd like to have this be a little bit smoother, but without our smooth proxy, that's just gonna have to do. Okay, so let's drop some color on this fella. And this thing, I'm gonna smooth this too, just to keep the whole thing overly high poly. Okay, let's go to display, window, render editor. So let's go to our Hypershade. Let's make something a little bit shinier to start with. Could use a blend or a Fong. Fong is going to have a stronger highlight. Blend's a little bit softer. Let's try a Fong E, just for funs. Okay, so we're going to drop the Fong on this fella. Boom. There, so he's got like a little bit of a shine to him. Okay, so I need to create 3 Fongs. Just because I'm going to put a base color on these, I'm going to go cheap. Okay, so let's do one that's red. Boom. One that is blue color. We'll just steal that straight from there. Where did that? Okay. This one we'll put on his eye. Why did that not do what I told it to? There we go. Oh, and that's it. How boring. 200. Forgot about it. We'll get it. I'll be right back, everybody. Okay. Oh. So I really need to get like an outline shader on this thing. Thanks, Lost Level. I need to I really need to keep up on my 3D modeling. So it's supposed to have a back. It's supposed to look like that, right? It's got some weird shapes. I'm gonna do a better one tomorrow, but just for posterity, I'll save an image of it.
Was the holiday season and families felt glee, for they shopped at Smith's, where pickup was free. Sweet spiral ham, a salad so merry, greens and Brussels, and cakes topped with cherries. May the magic of fresh food never be done. Happy holidays from Smith's. Fresh for everyone. Free pickup on orders of $35 or more. Restrictions may apply.
It looks like he is sitting on a toilet. Does he look like he's sitting on a toilet?
Just download your digital coupon. Restrictions apply. Smith's. Fresh for everyone.
All right.
Burt's Bees lip balm.
So that, my friends, is how to model an Among Us character.
Up to nature.
I actually want to do a full like low poly
Burt's Bees beeswax lip balm. Responsibly sourced.
textured version.
Naturally moisturizing. Available at Target.
McDonald's now makes bakery sweets, which means now is the right time for a soft, fluffy blueberry muffin. Or now. Or even now.
All right, anyone just stopping by, thanks so much for watching tonight. What can I tell you? I think that's about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and raid somebody, and I will be back soon. Probably model another one of these, maybe in Blender, and maybe in a version of Maya that is working properly. I have some graphic card issues going on that are causing Maya to not work well. It's really unfortunate. Makes me super sad. Let me see who we can raid. Let's raid. Let's turn this off first of all. What 3D modeling is a... Somebody's name is actually 3D modeling. Past videos, current videos. I don't know if anyone's even doing that. Creative, maybe. Creative. Art. Art, I guess it'd be art. There we go. Search tags, 3D modeling. Boom. Who is out there? Who's out there? Ested Sculpt. Baby Yoda. Texturing some props for a scene. That sounds kind of cool. Nobody's doing a cool Among Us character like I was, though. Let's, you know what? Witty Pants. Let's do Witty Pants. Everybody say hello to Witty Pants. He's texturing some game assets. Sounds pretty cool. You guys, we'll see you soon. I'll be back on Tuesday with more Mario Maker, and I'll be back here and there with some more art.